so much fun today. And I am so excited for this interview. So Teresa, walk us in and tell us what we're doing.
Well, thank you, Shelley. Good morning. Well, now we are going to meet one of the organizations that Volusia County Women Who Care funded in the first quarter. So I am Teresa Smith with Volusia County Women Who Care, and we are a membership organization, all volunteer-led, and each quarter we meet, our members come together, and we meet to select 3 local nonprofits. We get to hear from them, get to hear what they do, and our members get to select the ones they want to fund for the quarter. We just heard from Halifax Urban Ministries, an amazing, amazing organization, which we're all proud to be able to fund. And now we get to hear from Council on Aging, another incredible local organization, and they will receive a check from Volusia County Women Who Cares Community Partner Impact Fund. Now that's separate from our member fund. Our members all contribute $100 quarterly to the selected charity each quarter. But the other 2 get a smaller grant from our Community Partner Fund. And that fund is made possible by individuals and companies and organizations in the community who contribute to this fund, so we can give these grants to these very worthy organizations. And we're very proud to do that. So Council on Aging will receive a check from us, and they'll have an opportunity to come back and present to us again and again until they receive that member grant. Is that confusing?
No,
Am I confusing?
No, because see, and I always look at it like this. This is a smaller grant, and you have an opportunity once you get it until you get the big grant. So,
Right.
And then once you get the big grant, you wait 3 years, I believe
3 years,
it is.
right.
But don't give up, because like the people that were here before, she was consistent. Right. And here she is today with the big grant. So
yeah, the Halifax Urban Ministries, I think Angie must have presented over the years. Maybe that was the 4th time.
I think so too.
And so it's not a reflection on the significance of the organization.
Nope.
It's just, who knows? It's timing. It's who else you're presenting with. It's
so hard to be voting.
It's so hard to vote. That's the hardest job our members have, Shelley, is they have to vote. Our members have the opportunity to, when they join, they agree to make a $100 contribution quarterly to the organization that's selected, but they can nominate any organization serving Volusia County. We put those nominations in a drawing. We draw 3. Those 3 get at random. Those 3 have the opportunity to present for 10 minutes each, and then the members vote. That's the hardest part, because they're all incredible organizations. And I can tell you, the first quarter, it was a very difficult decision to vote between 3 amazing organizations.
I was kind of glad I was out of the country, because that would have been really hard.
It was really hard, and it was a very close vote. So like Shelley said, please come back and continue to nominate yourself. So I'm so excited today to introduce you to Heather Haraldson, who's also been a Volusia County Women Who Care member for many years. She's been a very faithful supporter of ours, contributing to all the nonprofits we've had the pleasure and honor of serving. But we're looking forward to hearing about the great work of Council on Aging.
I'm super excited. So can you kind of tell us what that means? Because in our minds, we have one idea what it is, and then there's such amazing things that you do. So can you walk us through that?
Yeah. Hi. Good morning, everybody. Happy to be here. Probably the main thing that comes to mind is Meals on Wheels. Everyone knows about Meals on Wheels, which is one of our flagship programs for sure. We do have many, many other programs and many moving parts under the surface. We have all the way from case management and in-home services like personal care, companionship, respite services, all the way over to guardianship, court-appointed guardianship for individuals who are deemed incapacitated. So we have many, many different programs. We have about 45 personal care aides that go into the homes throughout Volusia County. We serve all of Volusia County, and they provide the in-home services that allow individuals to remain in their homes.
Because that's the most important end game, right?
That's our mission. Mm-hmm. That's our mission, is to provide whatever services we need to in order to help them remain at home as long as possible. So the case management program is kind of where people start, and the case managers go to the client's home. They make an assessment. Is the home safe? Is the home adequate for that individual's needs? Do they have a caregiver? What does that situation look like? And then they can apply for specific grants that are provided through Department of Elder Affairs and then Elder Source, down funneled to the lead agency, which is Council on Aging, Volusia County. And those grants are then used to help with things like pest control, if they need that in the home, in-home services like personal care, like I was talking about, Meals on Wheels. So all of that funding is used to go back to the client to make sure that they have what they need.
Is there an age requirement for the client? I mean, how does that all work out? What are the
Yeah.
qualifications it takes to become a client?
So individuals have to be at least 60 or older. They would start with Elder Source. They call Elder Source, and Elder Source does a phone screening and then determines what their level of need is. Mm-hmm. If their level of need is higher, they're kind of bumped up, and they end up coming to Council on Aging first. We do have other programs in the community that serve individuals who meet that age requirement, but they're not quite to the level of, needing Meals on Wheels. They're not homebound. They can still get out. They can still, be independent. So we have senior activity centers throughout the county. We have nutrition centers throughout the county, 7 to be exact. 4 of those are integrated with senior centers. So they can go and they can have lunch with their friends, play games. Bingo is a hit.
So they
Love
actually
bingo.
can go to a center and have lunch.
Yes.
Now, see, I did not know about that.
Yes. And that's an easy process. They can just go to the center that's nearest them, and they do a 701C screening. It's a quick little assessment that we need for our Department of Elder Affairs regulations, and then they're good to go. They can come every day. They can get lunch, and so we have menus online at www.coavolusia.org, as well as activities calendars, so that individuals can look and see what we're offering.
And it's very important to have that calendar. I mean, the lady that I help, she'll tell me on that calendar, and then she writes the name, and it is so darn special to see that she's preparing the day around you guys. I mean, it is just such a blessing to me to be part of this organization, and I'm just like 8% because I didn't know everything.
Yeah.
I was actually told about it at the hospital.
Were you?
Yes. I was sitting in an emergency room, and the nicest person just said, "This is an item that would help you. You can have all the resources and find out about all the resources, but what is your actual need right that second?" And wow, you know what I'm saying? And y'all are amazing. Like, I email you and I feel like a stalker, and y'all get right back to me.
Good.
And the nicest people work for Council of Aging.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like, and they love
yeah.
you and they care.
We're dedicated. We are committed to the cause. There's no question
I mean,
about that.
what is your backstory that made you become so dedicated for the cause? Because you guys are amazing. So do you have a backstory of how you became where you're at today?
My backstory?
Yes, I love backstories.
Oh, gosh. Okay.
What made you decide to want to do this for a life?
I have always been in human services since I was like 13 years old. I've been doing something to help people.
Right.
Okay.
Whether that was volunteering at the hospital as a quote-unquote candy striper.
The pink lady.
Yes, absolutely. That's where I started, and I loved healthcare. I have always loved healthcare. I was with SMA Healthcare for about 18 years when I first moved here to Florida in 2003, and they gave me a wonderful home and really invested a lot in me. And I ended up at the Arc of Volusia for about a year. Right. And then I ended up at Council on Aging because really when I started my volunteer work at 13, 14, I worked with older adults. Mm-hmm. That was the population I worked with, and I loved
Full circle.
them. Yes, I loved them. I wanted to go back to that. I've always really, really enjoyed that. I love the stories they have to tell. Mm-hmm. I love just the way that they speak to me. They're not worried about, about saying the wrong thing, or they just say what comes to their mind, and I just love
isn't
that.
It like childlike almost? No filter, and sometimes your eyebrows are going, "Did you just say that to me?" But it's
I
raw
love
and
it.
real. I know, isn't it?
I love
It's
it.
raw and real, and it's great.
Yeah, I love it. And I love working in service for them. You know, right now my role is director of programs at Council on Aging, and I really enjoy healthcare administration. I love working with the clients, but I love working behind the scenes to make sure that the programs that we are offering make sense. They're meeting the need, they're filling the gaps, you know, that we can continue serving as many individuals as possible.
Well, to me, you're a really kept secret. And I mean, well, I'm
Yeah.
over 60.
Okay.
And never knew anything.
wouldn't know, Shelley.
Well, oh, I love you. But I would have never known about it because, like, I have taken care of my elderly parents before they went home to be with the Lord. Never, ever knew about you guys
Yeah. Yeah.
until 3 months ago.
Yeah. Isn't that something?
And I was sitting in a situation, and I must have just had a blank look on my face. I don't know.
What do I do now?
Right, because you don't know.
Yeah.
And you don't know how to get the help, and you don't. And the nicest person just handed me and said, "Well, we can meet that need."
Oh.
And I said, "Well, what do you mean we can meet that need?" And I look probably like a deer with headlights. And they said, "Well, there's the Meals on Wheels, and I'm just going to speak for that because that's what I'm involved with. You can purchase them, or there is grants."
Right.
And I was like, "What do you mean?" I mean, that was like so not because I never heard about it.
Yeah.
Then the next thing you know, like 2 days later, this hot meal comes with a smiling person exactly on the time, like clockwork. And it's happened every day since.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
I
And
just
it's
wanna
not
say,
just-
wow.
It's not just the meal, right? It's
Well,
it's
but I
the
didn't-
volunteer that's coming.
Hello, we were
and-
talking about that before. Live on
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Are these like I say all the time? Are these like trained to be nice
They're
and joyful?
angels. They're angels.
They
is
are.
what they are.
They're angels among us.
Yes, they are. They are. We have close to 300 volunteers that we are actually, you know, that are signed up in our system. And they are, I get goosebumps, that they are absolute angels.
How does the food happen?
How does the food happen?
I mean, well, because it comes nice and hot. I mean,
Yeah.
do they have like corns in their? I want to go look at this. I
Yeah.
want to go
Yeah.
find out how you
should.
guys do the food.
You totally should.
Where it comes from.
Yeah.
How these people keep it hot, and how do they smile so much? Okay, I got questions.
She's got questions, and Heather's got answers.
You should. You're more than anybody is more than welcome to come to one of our nutrition centers and check it out. The closest one would be the Daytona Beach Nutrition Center on Martin Luther King Boulevard at the Dickerson Complex.
Okay, I know where that's at.
And we have Crest Core ovens on every site. Do you know what a Crest Core
No,
oven
but I
is?
want to know.
Okay, so it's a really tall warming oven, a metal warming oven.
Uh-huh.
And the delivery driver for our food meal service, they hit New Smyrna Beach, they hit Daytona, they hit Ormond, and, you know, and so they have to go to all these different sites. So the meals, we have to keep them warm in the Crest Core oven, but their temperature, you know, we check the temperature all the time on them because there's regulations that have to be met for the Department of Elder Affairs. And that's how we are able to keep them warm. And then we have special insulated bags with heating pads that keep the meals warm. And
I
the other,
know.
you know, it's quite an operation. It really is.
And I mean, like, they get like some meat. They get like usually like potatoes or rice or something. They get a vegetable. They get a little milk. See, do I know this or what?
Look
They
at
get a
you.
little roll.
Yep.
They get butter.
Yep.
They get or like an apple. So are the cookies a big hit or the cake? Let me just tell you, the cookie and the cake.
the cake is.
We could hurt
is
somebody
usually
over
a
that.
Big hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. We get birthday cakes every month at the nutrition center for all the birthdays
That month.
of the diners on site, and yeah, that's a big hit. They love it.
But it is just amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for your organization. And I'm so neat that I get to find out. I'm so honored to have you here because I get to find out all this stuff. Because, like I said, I've not asked about any other service.
Yeah.
I'm just going to tell you, I felt guilty asking about just because I didn't want to take away from somebody else.
Oh,
you know,
gosh,
I mean,
yeah.
you stepped up at a very moment that I needed an answer. You were easy. It happened literally. I don't even know if it was 3 days. It might have been the next day. I mean, it was just a blur at that moment.
Yeah.
And it's been consistent.
so
And do you
glad.
know it's so neat? Like if there's a holiday, you know what they do? They go ahead and bring you two.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You get a frozen meal. Yep.
Yeah. I mean, hello.
I know. It's pretty incredible. And really, Council on Aging, this surprises people, but we've actually been around for almost 60 years Next year will be our 60th
Wow.
anniversary.
See, you're another
Yeah.
one of those
Well,
best kept secrets.
Right.
Yeah, we talk about this all the time.
So how would we get a hold of you? I mean, not
Yeah.
everybody's going to be sitting in the ER room and have a flyer. So can normal people just call and ask questions?
Normal people can absolutely just call and ask questions. Yes, our phone number is 386-253-4700. And we have a referral coordinator on staff who's really something quite magical. She is able to direct everyone in the right direction. If she doesn't know the answer, she's going to find it. But yeah, again, that number is 386-253-4700. The website, www.coavolusia.org.
And no question is stupid, right?
No question is stupid.
And if you're dealing with this and you
Yes.
don't even know that you're dealing with it, I have called, and y'all are amazing, and you
Good.
do answer, and you do answer the emails. I mean, y'all are a well-oiled machine, because I'm telling you, I could be a little stalkish. Well, because I didn't understand how it worked. Like,
Yeah.
if we had a doctor's appointment, what do we do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And they are like so nice. They give you all the answers, and they don't even act. You don't even act like you're dumb. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know what to ask, or I didn't want to do something wrong, because it's such an awesome service.
Thank you.
And your drivers, clockwork.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
I'm in timing.
They are I like the well-oiled machine analogy. That's very, very accurate. We deal with APS calls as well, Adult Protective Services calls for very, very vulnerable adults.
Y'all do that too?
We do that too. We get referrals, high-risk referrals, and we have 72 hours to respond. But I tell you, they never wait 72 hours. They're there that day. They're setting up services that day, because that breaks our hearts. So we're just driven to immediate action.
So what are services again besides Meals on Wheels? What do you have available?
Okay, we have case management. We have chore services.
Chore service? What does that mean in English?
So in English, this means anything that you need to keep your home safe. For things such as grab bars, maybe skid-resistant strips on the floors, improved lighting. But our maintenance technician he's something quite special, and he will do whatever he can to just make sure that they have
So
what
he
they
comes in
need.
and evaluates, or somebody comes in and evaluates it?
The case manager evaluates it, and then our maintenance technician comes out and takes care of whatever the issue is.
So, there's a list that people have to pass to be able to stay in their homes? I mean, I don't understand that. I don't understand if I'm asking the question right, but I mean,
Yeah.
why would somebody want you to come out?
Okay.
And does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
So let's say you have a light that's really way high up, and you're not comfortable with getting on a ladder yourself and
Okay.
changing that bulb. Our maintenance technician, his name is Hector.
Hey, Hector, we like you.
Hector, we love you. He'll
I want a
come
Hector.
out. Yeah, he'll come out and take care of those things for you. Or if you need your AC filters changed.
And
let's
this is
say.
a service you offer for seniors?
Yeah. Yeah.
And your
we
case
only
man-
have one. We
Right,
only
but
have one
we
Hector.
only have one Hector?
Yeah.
But the case manager would know
Yeah.
if that's a service you need.
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
So you need
yes.
to just call.
You need to just call.
And what's that number?
That number again, Shelley, is 386-253-4700. So in addition to case management and chore, we also have in-home services, which is about half of our workforce, and that contains personal care, companionship, respite. So if you're a full-time caregiver and you need to just go to the grocery store or maybe just
A
breathe,
doctor's appointment
for
or
a
get your teeth
minute.
cleaned. Yeah.
whatever it may be, will come and relieve you for so many hours so that you can go and do that and not get burned out. Because again, we're trying to keep these individuals at home as long as possible, and
'Cause
a
that's
lot
the
of
most
times that
important thing, isn't
depends
it?
on the caregiver. Yeah, we have a guardianship program that is allows for court-ordered individuals to have not access, but assistance with their property, their assets, their personal care. The guardianship department takes care of that. And then we have our nutrition and activities programs,
Which I
are-
wanna go to
yes,
now.
They're so fun.
I
They're
mean, I
so
really
fun.
do. I love a good field trip.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's put it on our list of field trips.
Do it.
Just because, like, I didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
And so we go there. There's activities. We can
Yep.
play bingo.
Yep.
Is there a prize involved?
There are normally prizes involved.
See, now I really want to go.
There really are, yes. And there is.
But it's just such great for your mind.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yes. And to just have friends.
Right.
So
Socialization,
many
so
people
important.
go to just socialize and enjoy themselves and have fun. And I mean, holidays are done right at the activities centers. You know, they are fun. Whenever I'm having a bad day, I'm like, I'm going to go visit one of our
And there's how
centers,
many of
'cause-
those in the area?
7.
And we can just show up.
You can just show up.
So do we need to go online to make sure we know what we're doing, or what do we do?
If you go online, www.coavolusia.org, you can see a list of all of our locations, as well as the activities calendars for each location and the menu if you're interested in trying the meals.
So I know this is silly that I'm going to say this out loud, but because of me being part of Meals on Wheels for somebody, I would actually one day like to volunteer when I get older.
I love that.
I mean, I always wanted to be a pink lady.
Yes.
And I always tell everybody I'm kind of pink lady on steroids because I own a radio station and I can use it to help all these nonprofits.
Yes.
But because of the experience that I have got to have the last 3 months with Meals on Wheels, that is something on my to-do list when I get a little bit older, because
That's
I'm still
wonderful.
working full time.
Yes.
But how do people get to be that person?
Yeah.
Do you need volunteers, or how do you get
We will always take volunteers. Absolutely, yes. And again, that phone number would be 386-253-4700. We have a community engagement liaison that assists with the volunteer onboarding and orientation process. We do require a level 2 background screening for
I can pass that,
individuals,
no problem.
obviously, right? Who are going to be going into the homes. Yeah, we have to protect our individuals.
But I love that you do that, so thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Yes, absolutely. And we, several of our interns that we've been blessed to have from Bethune-Cookman University, Florida State University, Kaiser College, they'll come in and go through that volunteer orientation process, and then they're able to just spend time with the clients and hang out with them and learn from them. We also have respite centers throughout the county. We have 4 different locations where individuals who are experiencing early onset of dementia symptoms but are still ambulatory, they're still continent, they're still able to feed themselves, they can go to one of our respite locations, and we have a respite coordinator that, plays games with them. We set up Meals on Wheels for them, obviously, so they get their meals. They get lots of guests because, people want to go check out the respite centers. And it's a really great place to meet, our clients, because it's kind of smaller and more cozy.
Intimate.
Yeah.
I'm so darn excited. Like I said, you made my day being here, because I've had questions. I've had wonders about how it all worked out. And I keep telling my little lady, I'm going to go on a field trip, because it is such a well-oiled machine. I don't know how those people get here every day within 5 minutes of the time they stay. They're always happy, and they're just, and it's like so cute.
Yeah.
I mean, it is.
They
just-
love what they do.
Right,
They
and then
love what they
it's
do.
so cute when she brings in the food, and she tells me everything, and then we look on the little menu, because you get a printed out menu, and it is just blesses my heart.
Oh,
I mean, I can't tell you how much it blesses my heart,
I'm so happy to hear that.
because that was a big concern,
Yeah.
and you met a need in somebody's life, and so I always say, I do what I do for the one. Well, I know the one that you blessed. So thank you so much.
Thank you. That means a lot, Shelley, really.
Tell us that number and how we find you one more time.
Sure. So again, the phone number is 386-253-4700. The website is www.coavolusia.org. And just some upcoming events for everyone's information. We do have a COA gala that we're hosting on May 20th at the Ocean Center. And then we
And
have.
what does that mean in English? What is
Oh,
a gala?
sure. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forget.
Well, hey, we like galas. We need
forget.
to know about it.
Yeah,
is
no,
a
I
fun
feel
one.
like you're just reading my mind.
I know.
Yeah. So the COA Gala is our number one fundraiser. We receive state funding, but we have a match requirement that we have to meet in order to receive the state funding. So these fundraisers and campaigns are super duper important to our operations. COA Gala is one of those big opportunities for individuals to come together. We always honor a philanthropic family in the community. This year it will be the Chanfros. Last year it was the Richies, you know, and it's always a family that has honored not just Council on Aging, but so many other nonprofits in the community. Without them, we couldn't do what we do. So we like to honor them. We are able to obtain several different items to auction. You know, whether you want a hotel stay and a nice dinner, or you just want a little spa package, or maybe even
Yes
this
to all above.
handmade scarf, you know.
Yes to all above.
Whatever you want, you're able to bid on these items. And then we have other fun games and stuff while we're there.
So is it open to the public?
It is.
So how would we get tickets?
So the phone number, again, would be 386-253-4700. And there's also information on our website at www.coavolusia.org.
Very interesting that you have to come up with half the money to get the funding.
Yeah.
I never knew that about you.
It's 10%. We have to
Wow.
come up with 10%.
That's wonderful. And
Yeah.
how much is your budget?
It is, I believe it was $10 million last time I checked.
Wow.
So it's quite a bit.
Yes.
Yeah, that
Wow.
we have to figure out how to come up with in order to continue providing
Wow.
the services we're providing.
Awesome. All
Yeah.
right, Teresa, did you learn anything today? I know I took over because I had so much
No,
darn fun.
I always learn something. Do I have a quick minute for a
You have a
question?
quick minute, honey. You can take all you want.
Oh, thank you. Here's my question. And I know this isn't a service that you specifically provide, but I would imagine you know who does or can give us some advice. So because of Volusia County Women Who Care pops up online, I get a lot of calls and questions from people thinking that we are a service provider. And of course, I have to explain we're not a service provider. We actually, our members provide funds for organizations that they're interested in. But I get a lot around elderly homelessness. That they're in a situation, either they're losing their residence or they're homeless, and and it's somebody who is identified as senior, cares about a senior, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And so I always refer everybody to call 211 if they're looking for services. A great resource.
Yep.
Or Volusia Helps app you can download, and it gives categories of services. So for people looking for services, but specifically, do you have any knowledge of resources specific for elder people who are facing homelessness?
Yeah, that is a very, very valid concern, Teresa. It's been an ongoing problem, and it seems like it's only going to
It
rise.
seems like it's growing.
Yeah, it's only going to grow. We end up referring several folks to what you said, 211 and Volusia Helps. We also have a website that we utilize, seniorhousing.net. Again, it's not something that we really specialize in.
Right, I know that, but I wasn't trying to put you on the spot.
No,
I was
that's
just
okay.
I'm assuming you get
Yeah.
these calls too.
We do. There is the Volusia County Coalition for the Homeless that can offer some services. There's the National Alliance to End Homelessness. So those are the types of resources. We also do try to assist with crisis funding, like if it's going to assist someone, if it's going to prevent them from being evicted.
Right.
Let's say.
Right.
They got behind because they had to go to the hospital, and now they have these hospital bills and they can't pay their mortgage.
Right.
We encourage people to call us. Again, that number is 386-253-4700.
Before it gets to that point.
Before it gets to that point, so that we can hopefully assist you in that crisis and get you back on track. I know Volusia County also has some funding available specifically for electricity, utility charges, those types of things. So it's kind of like a
Patchwork.
It's almost like a patchwork. It is. It's almost like an individual puzzle for each client that calls. You know, how are we going to put
But
this
it
together?
sounds like they could call you.
Oh, yeah.
and at
Help
least you
navigate
have ideas and things to maybe send them along.
Absolutely.
You know, but the main goal is we want to keep people in their homes.
Yes.
And
That's
so,
the mission.
Right. And so or if you're close to that point, it'd be great to make that phone call. Even if you're at that point, sometimes it could be that it happened, but we could get you back, fix it.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes
Yeah.
it's a fix at that crisis moment.
Yeah.
I needed for this intervention at this moment
Right.
to
Yeah.
keep me from going to
Yes.
becoming homeless or keep
Absolutely.
me from being,
What a great question.
Yeah.
Man.
I get that question quite frequently, and the others around domestic abuse, and it seems like those are the two I get a lot. And and it's always I'm just grateful that I'm not a caseworker.
I would have everybody living at my home like stray
right.
cats.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know how caseworkers do it. Bless them, because it's a particular.
It's a
kind of
calling.
art. It's a calling that can do that. But because you just want to make it, right. You
wanna make it better.
You want to make
Yep.
it better, and you don't always have the resources. So we are. I am fortunate. I feel very grateful for the opportunity to head Volusia County Women Who Care and to bring some resources to bear on those circumstances.
Yep.
So thank you, Shelley, for this opportunity to
Oh
talk about
gosh,
it.
it's been incredible. I'm so glad that you came in today because, like I said, I've been a recent recipient of helping somebody, and y'all are just amazing. I can't say anything else, but the people that you have in your organization are amazing.
Thank you.
And they are angels among us.
Yep.
They are. Thank you so much. Thanks for having you guys being here. I'm so
Thank you,
honored.
Shelley.
Y'all have a
Shelley.
wonderful day.
Bye now.
God bless.
Bye.